Yeah, Sammy, thank you so much for that update. Speaking of those crews, let's check in with a reporter, Kent Erdahl, who is currently at St. Paul College. That's one of the locations that people have gathered at and are ready to march to the state capitol at about 2 o'clock. Kent, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, thousands and thousands of people have been here listening to music and speakers, and I think Dave Porter can show here. We're on top of a parking garage above the parking lot here at St. Paul. You can see this crowd of thousands is starting to move out here and make their way down across the interstate. We're about a mile and a half from the state capitol here, and there are still people just beginning to file down the sidewalks across the bridge here and get there. And if you take a look just behind here, there's still hundreds of people who have just found parking, apparently just trying to get here. A lot of people. They were going to be starting this march, we were told, at about noon from this location. Again, it's one of 3 locations that are going to the state capitol, but they're just beginning to get mobilized, and the speakers haven't even said anything formal about March yet. It's just, I think a lot of people are anxious to get down to the Capitol. Speaking of those who are marching today, I ran into Peter up here who had just parked. And Peter, you've got a cane. It looks like you're doing your best to be out here, but you said you're going to be marching, and I want to find out, why is it that you want to be out here today?
Well, hey, I'm here because I worked 35 years in an iron foundry, Smith Foundry, actually, and I wore out my body. I have an artificial hip, artificial ankle. I've earned my benefits, and the MAGA regime is threatening both Social Security and Medicare. So I'm here in solidarity with everyone else who's marching today.
It's a cold day. It's not going to be an easy walk from here, about a mile and a half. But you wanted to do this, and are you feeling up for it?
Well, it's a cold day, and I'm not going to get overheated. I'll be limping along. I'll make the march despite my artificial joints. I'm happy to be here.
All right, Peter, many people here are motivated by many different things for being out at this march today. We'll be hearing from obviously many people today and what motivated them to come out. One thing that we've heard from a lot of speakers that's really, and we've seen a lot of the same signs that we saw during the ICE operation here in the Twin Cities, and it did seem to be something that many people here had recognized, others that had stood up and done different things during the ICE operation. So I'm sure that'll be a theme today. We've seen several signs about the war, several other things. Obviously, these protests began even a year before this. Before many of these things, you know, with the war in Iran, and ICE really came into our backyard. So it'll be interesting to see. We're going to be following and seeing how big these crowds get, of course. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Raya.
Yeah, Kent, thank you. Certainly a lot of different topics on the table today. People fired up for a number of reasons, as you mentioned.